pumped. I am a stinking pumped. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you, definitely stick around for a little while. We are going to get into a new series that we are starting just today called Learning Leadership. I'm excited to invest in the lives of gamers, excited to help every single one of us continue to grow every single day and be better so that we can invest in the lives of people. I really believe that if you and I will be intentional to develop ourselves as individuals, then we can not only live what Jesus said, life to the fullest, right? God doesn't want you to live some boring, meaningless life. God, in us following him, wants us not only for us to live life to the fullest, but then for us to help others live life to the fullest as well. So every single Monday, guys, at 2:30 and at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, one during the daytime and one during the nighttime, we're going to be starting something called Learning Leadership, where every single Monday, going to be bringing some encouraging things to you in terms of content that I think will help you really grow as an individual. Going to be talking about things like tips for life, how to really succeed, not just in your finances, right? When you throw around the word success, people think that you're just talking about money. I'm not talking about money at all. I'm talking about tips for relationships, not even just marriage ones, but friendships. How can we grow as individuals in our interactions with people around us? Interactions with people in our workplace, in our school place. Tips for leading others, right? Some of us want to grow to become leaders. And that involves leading other people. And I want to do my best to invest even in just a little experience that I've had over the past 3 years of being the pastor and starter or founder of God Squad Gaming. I want to always be learning and always be investing. Always be learning and investing in the people that I love, my community. And just want to really help do my best to help every single one of you live life to the fullest that God really created for us. So I want to encourage you guys every single Monday, 2:30 p.m. and again at 10:30 p.m. They are the same. They're going to be the same content. The reason I'm doing it twice is to invest in those that are, we get Europeans that can only watch during the daytime. And we've got some people that are at work right now, can't watch, but they're going to watch tonight. And we got people who are going to be at work tonight, can't watch tonight, so they're watching right now. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm really looking forward to it. This has been something that's been on my heart for quite some time. I told you guys that really I felt like God gave me a theme for 2018, and that theme was influence. And I want to do my best to invest in the lives of people, the lives of gamers, and of course the lives of our community. So I encourage you, Ixodor, I saw, if you guys need, go grab a drink, go grab a snack, go grab your coffee. We're going to sit back, we're going to hang out for just a little while and talk about really the opener for this Learning Leadership session and series we're going to be going through for quite some time. So really what I want to talk about tonight is about today, really when we think of this idea of what does it mean to be a leader, I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've learned and through my experience and things that I've learned in research and other people that I've learned from. Really, hey, we're learning to be a leader, but what exactly does it even mean to be a leader? There's a very, very successful man. Actually, really, his lifestyle and his job is he creates leaders. He has created a leadership development program, which I personally follow, and he has literally dedicated his life to investing in leaders. That's what he does. And he says this: if I could put leadership into really one word, it'd be influence. That leadership is absolutely key because you're influencing the people around you. That leaders are obsessed with making others better. It's a selfish kind of leadership. And I want to encourage you that the reason that we want to do this, the reason we want to talk about learning leadership is because we have a desire to invest in the lives of other people. I have given my life to serving the gaming community. Serving the gaming community is my passion. It's what me and my wife have sacrificed so much. Yeah, John Maxwell. John Maxwell is exactly what it is, Cassandra. And I want to invest in the gaming community because I really believe that gamers can be more. A lot of people look at the gaming community and think that we can't really amount to much. We're just playing video games, wasting our time. But I want to develop and influence a community of people who will then go out to influence other people. 1.8 billion gamers worldwide. There's absolutely no chance. There's absolutely no way that I can reach them all by myself. But if we can be intentional to growing together as a community, if I can influence people who can then go out and influence others, I say this all the time, me by myself, like I said, I can't reach the whole gaming community. When it comes to reaching the whole gaming community, I can only make a dent. But together we can make a difference. And I really want to be adamant and strong in the year 2018 and the years to come to really encouraging and helping develop and influence as many people as I can so that you as an individual can go out to be the best version of you so that you can influence people all around you. So I want to talk a little bit today, more of just kind of an opening of really what we're going to be doing. Oh my goodness gracious. Lou is coming in hot. Thank you so much for that follow, man. I do appreciate it. And welcome to the God Squad. Absolutely incredible to have you stream today, man. Guys, you know the drill. Blow up the chat. Throw some hearts. Throw some loves, some welcomes. When we do get that partnership, we will have a welcome emote. It's going to be legit, man. But seriously, man, I don't know what you've been told in your life, Lewis, but I hope you feel loved and welcome today, and you're more valued and loved than you could ever imagine. As a pastor in the gaming community, I respect you. Never going to force my faith down your throat. We say it all the time. You don't need to believe in order to belong. But I hope you know that God loves you, man. Awesome to have you in this room. We got a Discord. Love to get you plugged into. Got a great community. Come check us out, man. We'd love to get to know you more. And really what I want to walk through today is really talking through some beginning steps. What's the series going to kind of look like? What are we going to be talking about on a week-to-week basis? But really in talking about how to grow as a leader and how to grow as an individual, really going to break down really what I think the greatest definition and the greatest three things that I think that a leader does, how we do them, and why we should do them. I know some of you were excited for today. If you're taking notes or anything like that, I actually been already thinking right before we started, right before I put my stream live, is I might even start making, because I've got some notes in front of me. I'm prepared for this for a few hours this morning. And I might even start making some of these notes available to all of you. So you guys can just, get the link and keep it on file if you want. Do me a favor, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat if you think having these show notes, having these notes would be beneficial for you to reference a later time, keep on file, whatever it is. If enough people think that it'd be beneficial to you, then I definitely will make that available to all of you. But I want to talk about 3 major things today that I think will really help equip you understand what is a leader, what does it mean to be a leader, and what do great leaders do, but also why, right? Little side note, but in leadership, I really believe that it's crucial not for you just to explain the what, but explain the why. There's a whole book on that, right, called The Why. And I want to encourage you guys, if you're ever explaining to someone, you're ever leading someone, encouraging someone along the way, don't just explain the what, but explain the why. Explain the why. Why is it important for you to do this? What's the vision? What's the purpose? What's the meaning? Why am I doing what I'm doing? I'm telling you, if you can help people understand the why, they'll be excited about what you're doing. It's not enough to just tell people I reach gamers, but why do gamers need to be reached? And really, that's what connects with people. But I want to talk about 3 things today that I think will help you both understand what a leader is and why we do what we do. And I want to say this. I'm 26 years old. I'm new to leadership. But what I want to do is, as I continue to grow, as I continue to learn in my experience of leading God Squad Gaming, that the more I learn, the more I'm able to teach. So I want this to come off not as an angle of I've been doing this for 40 years and I'm a pro. This is a noob. This is someone who is a forever student. I am a forever student of leadership. I'm a forever student of everything that I do, and I want to do my best to help us go on a journey together. So this is not me who's arrived and bringing you to where I'm at. No, this is us climbing together. This is us growing. This is us getting better. And I'm telling you, man, if we'll grow, the gaming community, they better watch out because we're coming. We're coming to encourage them. Coming to love them. It's going to be legit, man. But 3 things today, guys. If you guys are taking notes, and I do see a lot of you guys said that the notes would be beneficial to you. So maybe even I can, you know what? Maybe I could even share this right now. I'll be honest, the notes right now, my notes are a little bit messy right now because they're just for me and the way that they are, cycled through. They're not messy, but they might only make sense to me. But what I can do is I can try to mess with this a little bit and I can send them to you. I can have a link in the chat and you guys will be able to see them as well. I know a lot of you guys have said you want them. So I'll make that available to you right when this is done. If I forget, spam the chat and remind me for sure. But first thing I want to talk about today, what a leader is, what they do, and why they do it. If you're taking notes, write this down. Leaders lead genuinely. Leaders lead genuinely. I think this is crucial because here's the reality, right? Nobody likes a phony. Nobody likes a phony. The reality is a great saying from Craig Rochelle, who's an incredible leader. He says, be yourself. Be yourself. Why? Because people would rather follow a leader who's always real than one who's always right. You ever have a kind of leader, maybe a boss, maybe someone that you know at a higher position, whatever it may be, have someone who's in a leadership position that they try to act like they've got it all together. They try to act like they know all the answers. They try to act like they're perfect. They try to act like they don't mess up. And even if they blow it, I mean, they can blow it hardcore. They kind of just try to put it under the rug and pretend like it never happened, right? And they're not being genuine to show the world that, hey, you know what? I'm a real human being. I make mistakes, but we're growing together. We're learning together. Leaders need to be genuine. But what do I mean by being genuine? That a leader, I need you to remember this. This is key. This is something I believe in so strongly. That a leader is not a leader by a title, right? Some of you have a boss, right? They've got a title, they've got a higher position, they've got a higher pay, whatever it may be. They're a leader by title, and you follow them because you have to, right? Otherwise, you're going to lose your job. They're your teacher. You have to do what they say, different areas, whatever it may be. They're a leader by title, but if you weren't associated under their leadership by force, heck no, I would never follow this person in my life. You're like, dude, if you didn't pay me, I wouldn't listen to you at all. I would never want to be anything like you. Because I really believe this, that a leader is not a leader because of title, but they're a leader because of character. You want to follow them whether you're forced to or not. Why? Because their life is worth following. The way that they carry themselves, the way that they love people, the way that they just live their lives. You look up to them naturally without them ever requiring you to. They're not paying you. They're not forcing you, but you are out of your own choice. You are deciding to follow them. Why? Because they are genuinely, they're not putting on a show. They're not forcing it. They're not trying to make people think they're better than they really are. They are genuinely the kind of person that you want your life to look a little bit more like. Not that you need to be them, not that you want to copy them, but there's some things that you know, man, I'd really love to incorporate some of the ways that you live your life into my life. This is something in the Bible, if you guys don't know, that the Apostle Paul taught. And he said something that I really think is a key definition of what a leader looks like, right? Look what he says. In 1 Corinthians 11:1, he says, follow my example as I follow Christ. He says, follow me as I follow Christ. So he's a leader who, one, understands that he's first a follower, right? The best leaders are genuinely humble because they understand if I'm going to be able to lead, I also need to be able to follow, right? If you're used to being a leader in a job or in a workplace, whatever it may be, and you step into another area of life, maybe it's at your church where you're no longer the boss, you're no longer the leader, are you actually still able to submit to the leadership? So Paul's saying a few things. We're going to break it down. He says, one, follow my example. And that's kind of a scary statement if it would be real. That means that leaders have to live a life of character that other people can look up to, and they can comfortably say, I believe that I'm not perfect, but I believe that I've grown, I've stretched, I'm working hard to live a life that's a good example for the people who are following me. That means I'm not arrogant. That means I'm not selfish. We have our moments, but it means that I'm genuinely living a life that people want to follow. But before people can follow me, like he says, follow me as I follow Christ. So I need to be the kind of leader who not just got that boss mentality, not that boss mentality that I'm always calling the shots, I'm number one, but in a different scenario of life, if I wasn't the leader, would I still be willing to submit to authority? Would I still be willing to listen to whoever is in leadership above me? The best leaders, my wife says this, the best leaders also make the best followers. They're team players. That when they're not in charge, they're not trying to overstep people because, well, I'm a leader in this other area, so you should really listen to me. Well, you ain't the leader here, so you can zip it, brother. You know what I'm saying? There's areas in our lives where if we want to be a leader, first, we've got to understand, we've got to know how to be a follower. We've got to know how to be genuine. Remember, leaders lead genuinely. We've got to be people. Coming in 06 White Ranger. I want to welcome you, my man, to the God Squad. Appreciate you being here, man. God bless you, guy. That leaders lead genuinely. That means that they're not a leader just because they have a title. They're a leader because they have character. They're a leader because they have character. They have integrity that they, although they're not perfect, they can look at those that are following them and say, you know what? Follow me as I follow Christ. Follow the example that I live. I believe that I'm not perfect, but I've worked hard to make my life one that other people can look up to. What does it look like to be a genuine leader that has character? What does it mean to be a genuine leader? It means a few things. That one, like I said, you've got character. It means two, you're quick and humble and looking for opportunities. This is hard, to apologize. You're quick to apologize. Remember I said about that genuine. You run into people that try to put on a front all the time that when things go wrong, they're not willing to take the blame and realize that things are going wrong because it's their fault. There's a famous saying that everything rises and falls on leadership. It's a tough decision, but when things go wrong, there's a part of it that leads back to you. If someone on your team starts going crazy and doing things that should not be done, what's the reality? You take the fall. Why? Because you picked that person. You brought that person on the team. You're not perfect, but leaders, we got to be willing to take responsibility. And when things go wrong, we got to be willing to apologize. Got to be willing to be humble. When we are humble, people can trust us. When we're not so willing to put on a front and seem like we know it all. We seem human, and we are relatable. We are relatable when we're genuine and we're willing to apologize. People can trust us. Craig Rochelle also says this, an amazing leader. He says that when you're being a leader, you don't want to come off as too strong, like you got it all together and you're perfect, but you also don't want to come off as you're too weak, because then you're just a weak noob and who wants to follow you. But here's the perfect balance, right? Being genuine. Being genuine. Why? Because people connect with your weakness, but they respect your strengths. Craig Rochelle says that. They connect with your weakness. Oh, hey, that leader, you know what? He's not so high and mighty. He's actually really just a normal person who's God has really lifted him up. But he's also got strengths that I can look up to. People respect your strengths, but they connect with your weaknesses. It's a part of being genuine. It's a part of being a real person that people will follow. But we've got to be genuine. We've got to have character. We've got to be willing to apologize. Like I said, when you're a leader, it's hard. But when things go wrong, you've got to be willing to take the fall. The best leaders give away credit and take the blame. It's the truth. The best leaders give away credit. Hey, we had a big win. You know what? I've got a great team behind me. They're doing amazing things. My team, they're on their A game. Hey, you, man, amazing job last week. We won this week because of that thing you did. Hey, man, you guys put your heads together and we did an incredible job. They give the credit where it deserves, but they're also not afraid to take the blame where it's hard. You've got to be willing to take the blame. And here's the reality. We're not perfect. And I believe this strongly. This is something that I've learned myself, that leaders can make mistakes. We're not perfect. We fall short. Leaders can make mistakes, but we cannot make excuses. I'm going to say that again. Leaders can make mistakes, but they cannot make excuses. If something goes wrong, crap starts hitting the fan, we got to own up to it, man. We gotta be willing to own up to it. We can make mistakes. I've been here at God Squad Gaming. We've done things in our past that, you know what, I'm like, you know what, that probably wasn't the best idea. Let's reanalyze. Let's grow. Let's get better. And I've admitted, you know what, guys, I'm so sorry. It wasn't the right call. But you know what? We're going to reanalyze. We're going to go back. We're going to come back stronger, better than ever. I've made mistakes, but I don't make excuses. If there's one thing about me that I'll be honest with you, I make mistakes 100% of the time. Well, okay, I don't make mistakes 100% of the time. I make mistakes for sure. I'm not perfect, but I'm not going to beat around the bush. If I blow it, we're going to call it out. We're going to move forward. Leaders can make mistakes, but you cannot make excuses. Be genuine. Be genuine. Be someone who's actually got a life of character. Live a lifestyle where you're loving, you're kind, you're respectful, you care about other people. That people, you're a hard worker. Have a life where people can actually learn from you. People, they actually want to follow your example. Characters need to have character. Leaders need to have character. It's so crucial. I've seen so many leaders that were put in a position because they've got talent, right? Well, he's the leader, right? He's the coach of the soccer team because he's the best soccer player on the team. But he's destroying the soccer team because nobody wants to follow him. Why? Because he has no character. All right? Your talent will take you places, but your character will keep you there. You can be all good and all high and mighty and all skilled and all talented, and yeah, it might get you a promotion at work. But if you don't have character, it might get you to that leader, that management position. But if you don't have character and none of your people want to follow you, things are going to go bad for you. Character is key. Let's be genuine. Leaders lead genuine. Let's have character. Let's have integrity. Let's analyze our own lives. Can I comfortably say to others, hey, follow me. I'm not perfect. I don't have it all figured out, but I've learned some things that I'd love for you to learn as well, because I want you to be better. I want you to grow. I want you to live life to the fullest. Leaders lead genuine. They have character. They're quick to apologize. Leaders make mistakes, but they cannot make excuses. And they understand that they've got to understand that character trumps talent every single time. Every single time. Leaders lead genuinely. Next thing, leaders lead genuinely, and leaders learn daily. This is huge, man. This is huge. Remember, what's the point of leadership? Influencing. What's the point of leadership? Making others better. Leaders are obsessed with making others better. So, leaders are obsessed. Leaders are obsessed at becoming better. Why? At first, this might sound a little selfish. But I'll explain what it means. The best thing that any leader, pastor, business owner, leader of anything, the best thing that a leader can do for his people is to get better. Well, Susan, that kind of sounds selfish. You're focusing on yourself. But here's the reality. What's the goal of leadership? Influencing people. You cannot teach what you do not know. You cannot give other people what you do not have. The better that you get, the more equipped you are that you can make people around you better. This is crucial. Yes, leaders lead genuinely, but leaders also learn daily. This is crucial. If you want to grow as a leader, you need to grow as an individual. In any area of your life. Calisandra, Bill Hybel says it. I love it in the chat. When leaders improve, everybody wins. When leaders improve, everybody wins. It is so true. Why? Because when you grow, you can now help those around you grow. Remember, it's that trickling effect. Leadership, it's all about influence, which means that when you get better, you're helping other people get better. So here's a question I want to ask you. Are you growing? Are you growing? Are you making time in your life for you to get better? Leaders lead genuinely, but they learn daily. Average successful CEO, right, the top guy of his corporation, company, business, whatever it may be, average CEO in America is reading 5 to 6 books a month. Insane. Some of us are like, dude, I'm reading 5 to 6 books like a decade, or like 1 or 2 books a year, right? But the reality is, now this is one thing where I'll input a lot of my own personal opinion. They say it, leaders are readers, right? Leaders are readers. But we live in a new world today where I think there are some different ways where we can download information. What do I mean by that? Average CEO calls 50 times a year. That's hilarious. But what do I mean by that? That I don't think we need to be necessarily reading a book. I think that's pretty narrow, to be honest. Some people really struggle to read. Appreciate you, man. I love it, bro. Some people really struggle to read. Some people really hate to read. And it's hard to force yourself at times to do something that you genuinely hate. Here's what I'd say to you. Average CEO is reading 5 to 6 books a month. If you do the math, I've been watching a lot of videos on this. It's about 45 minutes a day. How do you read 5 to 6 books a month? It's reading about average book 400 pages. That's what the stats are saying. It's about 45 minutes a day. Now, here's the reality. I think I'm comfortably saying that you can replace that with 30 to 45 minutes of learning a day. And what do I mean that? We live in a different world back than 30, 40 years ago when books were really the only source of information. Now we've got the internet. Now we've got YouTube. Now we've got audiobooks, right? Craig Rochelle, great tip. He does this. As you can tell, I follow him a lot. Incredible leader, great pastor as well. He does this a lot. But he listens to audiobooks on 1.25 speed. 1.25 speed. If he does, and he's got, depending on how much he likes the book, he adjusts, slows down, or speeds up the speed. If he's kind of getting the feeling that it's not really a great book, he'll speed it up, right? 1.5, 1.75. If he gets halfway through the book and he's not gotten the big takeaway yet, he just moves on to another book. Great tips right there, right? So we've got audiobooks. We've got YouTube. We've got so many different things. Here's the reality. I'll be honest with you. I do not read very often. So you're like, Susie, you just told me I got to read 5 to 6 books a month, man. In my personal life, you have to find what works for you. Another thing, do not feel like you need to be everyone else. Be the best you that you can be. A big part of my life is sitting in this chair, right? I'm creating content so much throughout the week. Daily devotionals, my weekly sermons, my streams, everything. Responding to messages constantly every day, responding to emails. There's so much of me sitting still and just focusing, right? Hardcore on what I'm doing. Like, right. I got this whole, well, I don't know why that didn't pop up. I got this whole leadership thing right in front of me with my notes and everything, right? I'm still using this new OBS program, so I'm still learning how to use it. Is it editor? There we go. Okay. Right. So I got my notes right in front of me, right? So, I spend time creating this. I spend a lot of time sitting in this chair, hardcore focused, responding to messages, streaming, that honestly, I can't sit still any longer. And you guys, I'm a high energy kind of guy, right? So trapping me to a chair actually is kind of hard for me, right? So for me, I can't just sit. I can't. I just can't. I can't sit any longer. So I can't. For me, it's hard to read. But because I'm not really reading too often, doesn't mean that I'm not getting information. What do? I'm intentional about doing things like audiobooks. I do once in a blue moon. For me, I'll be honest, YouTube. Articles are good because you can get a whole lot of information in a short, like 1-page article. Right? I don't need to sit still for an hour and a half to get a big chunk of information. An article is great because it's all the good stuff all in one. Articles are great. For me, honestly though, YouTube. Watching leadership videos from other leaders, right? You're getting to get their wisdom, their mindset of what they've learned. You get to download their experience. You get to get 40 years of life experience in all these videos. Zenemoto, incredible to have you streaming. Hope you're doing awesome, and I want to welcome you to the God Squad. You got to find out what works for you. I'll be honest, for me, like I said, I can't sit still and focus any longer because I just do it so much every day that for me, I do YouTube. I do books, but the book has to be, it has to grab my attention from like the first 5 minutes, and then I'll be able to sit down and focus it because I'm genuinely enjoying myself. But for me, YouTube. So here's a question. CEOs are reading 5 to 6 books a month, 45 minutes a day. Can I challenge you to incorporate, like I said, it doesn't just need to be reading, although reading is great. Can I challenge you to incorporate 30 to 45 minutes of learning every day? 30 to 45 minutes every day. The reality is that CEOs don't become CEOs by not trying. That's the reality. Leaders learn daily because they understand that leaders only grow intentionally. You don't grow accidentally. That's just the reality. You do not grow accidentally. You grow intentionally. There's a quote from a book I read once. To be honest, I don't remember the book. But it says, if you're not growing daily, you're dying gradually. If you're not growing daily, you're dying gradually. Here's the reality. What's a video game that you're like top notch at? What's a video game that you're like super duper good at that like you'd say you're the best at any other game you ever played? For me, Halo 2. I am better at Halo 2 than any other game I've ever played. I practiced for many years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I just reached a really high skill level of Halo 2 because I put in the work to get there. Anyone who plays that much can pretty much get there. But the reality is, I want you to think about what game you are absolutely best at, and every day that you're playing, you're growing. Picklonzilla, good to see you, girl. Every day that you're growing, you're getting better. You are growing. You're getting better. But then if you miss a day, you miss 2 days, miss 3 days, you come back and what? Oh, man, I'm rusty, dude. I'm a little rusty. I got to warm up a little bit. Okay, give me a few games to really get back into the swing of things. So really, what's happened? In that 1, 2, 3 day break, when you come back and you're rusty, what? Your skill has decreased a little bit, and you've got to play to kind of get it back up. It's the reality. If you're not growing daily, you're dying gradually. So you're playing every day, you're growing, getting better and better. Then you take a few days off. You come back, you're rusty. Man, yeah, my reflexes weren't that quick. I didn't put that wall down as fast as I used to. If I try to go back and play Halo 2 nowadays, I mean, I had reached such a high skill gap that I'm still good at the game. But I mean, I'm nowhere near. I can't double shot like I used to be able to. I can't quad shot. Even my BXR is a little sloppy. My BXB, I still can't even BXB anymore, especially when I used to throw the crouch into it. I just can't do it. Why? Because I haven't practiced. So over the past few years that I've not really played much, my skills gone down and down and down, right? I don't get better at guitar because I have a guitar hanging in the corner of my room. I don't get better at guitar by owning a guitar. If you play Overwatch, I have Overwatch downloaded on my computer. I don't get better at Overwatch just because I own Overwatch. Takes intentionality. Leaders grow daily because they understand if you're not growing daily, if you're not getting better, then you're dying gradually. And here's why not learning is so toxic for a leader. Because here's the reality. Remember, what's the point of leadership? To help others get better. Influence. So if you're not learning, then eventually your people that you are influencing and teaching, they will eventually have learned everything you know, and they will have nothing more to gain from you. You'll have nothing more to offer your people, and those people who are hungry to learn and hungry to grow, they're going to quickly realize, you got nothing left for me, bro. I'm going to go find someone who does. It's just the reality. Sounds harsh, sounds cutthroat. It's just the way it is. If you run out of information, run out of character, run out of things to teach your people, they're hungry to grow. They're not looking to stay here, man. They're looking to go to the next level. But if you're not growing daily, that means you're eventually going to run out of things to share with your people. So what's going to happen? They're going to start surpassing, they're going to start growing, and they're going to move on because they're genuine leaders. They're looking to learn. But if you run out of things to teach them, they will eventually move on. They're going to look for that new job. They're going to look for that better position. They're going to look for a different area of ministry because they can tell that you are not passionate about investing in them. Because if you were passionate about investing in them, you'd be investing in yourself because leaders learn daily. Leaders learn daily. So what are some ways that you can be learning every day? What are some ways you can incorporate 30 to 45 minutes of learning in your day, right? Wake up a little bit earlier and start downloading information. Maybe make it a part of your nightly routine, whenever it works for you. But what's some great ways, right? 45 minutes a day of learning, reading articles, YouTube videos. Just get some information downloaded. Grow, not just as a whatever your business is, but as an individual, right? How does a husband get better? By learning how to be a better husband. How does a parent get better? By learning how to be a better parent. Just be constantly someone who's looking to grow. If you and I are always growing, then we're always helping other people grow. Always helping other people grow. You and I mean, the internet, the world is an endless source of information. Let's go out there and grab it. So some quick tips on how you can be growing, right? You got books, you got YouTube. The Craig Rochelle guy I keep talking about, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. He has a YouTube playlist every first or is it third Thursday of the month. He puts out a video called Craig Rochelle Leadership Podcast. They're golden. I think the word gold is an understatement. They are incredible. Once a month, I've seen every single one of them. Can I encourage you? Check them out. So good. So good. Right? 45 minutes a day of learning. Tip number 2, replacing the information you're currently taking in with better information. What do I mean by that? Guys, I'm a gamer. I love it. I love it. I love it. But here's the reality. There has to be a certain part of my day that is not just learning about video games and learning more about life. How to be a better leader, how to be a better husband, how to be a better pastor, how to be a better whatever it is that it is in your life. We are all taking in information. At all times of the day, you're taking information. You're taking in information by watching TV. You're taking in information by scrolling through social media. for hours and hours and hours, right? You're learning, you're taking in information. All of us are taking in information, but what if we replaced that information with better stuff? Some of us are like, man, I feel like I just don't have 30 minutes a day to just learn. Well, the reality is, if you've got 30 minutes where you're scrolling through social media, maybe we can be using our time a little bit more productive to becoming a better person, becoming a better leader, better follower of Jesus, whatever it may be. Reading the Bible, reading articles, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube, whatever it may be. Replace the information that you're already taking in with information that's a little bit more productive. A third tip for learning every day: asking the right questions. If you've got people in your life that are doing something well, pick their brain like it's your job. I mean, for real, pick your brain. If you're a newlywed and you've got parents who have been married happily for 35 years, hey, why not sit down and ask them, hey, Dad, you know what? I'm a man, you're a man. If you could give me like 3 tips that have helped you and Mom to get where you like, what would they be? And make those sacred in your life, right? You've got resources. You've got people that know the way. They know the way, right? Follow the way. Follow their example. What are the things that have worked really well? They've been around the block for a little while. Learn from their wisdom. There's a great quote that goes like this: the best way to learn from mistakes is to let somebody else make them for you, right? Someone else who's had experience, who's made some mistakes along the way, who's learned from them. Let them teach you. But sometimes we got to be willing to ask the right questions. Sometimes we got to be willing to go up to them and be like, hey, you know, what could I do? What could I do? I'll be honest, my wife and I have been blessed, both as, pastors, speakers, but also musicians, to share the stage with some large people. I was able to share the stage one time with Phil Morgan. He was one of the contestants of American Idol. Phil Stacey. Shared a stage with him one time. And so I was backstage with him. We got to hang out with this famous guy. And I'll be honest, I knew I was going to have the opportunity. So you know what I did? I had notes on my phone. I had questions for him. I said, hey, man, if you don't mind, can I take 2 minutes of your time? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not going on stage for 10 minutes anyway. Bro, could I mind if I just ask you a few questions? Sure, bro. Hey, what would you recommend? Hey, ask the right questions. Seize opportunities that come your way. Seize them. Ask the right questions. Do everything that you can to get information out of those who have done it better, to get information out of those who have done it more. Elevation Church had an opportunity last August, maybe, to go visit Elevation's Church. I messaged the pastor, and I was like, hey, would you mind if I came to your church? It took me like 4.5 hours to get there. Would you mind if I came to your church and just stopped your production guy in the hallway for like 5 minutes? I've got 10 questions. I can ask him, and then it could go on this day. Is that cool with you? He's like, better yet, man. I'll let you come backstage, and I'll give you a tour. And he was like, I was like, that's amazing. And he's like, what time will you be arriving? And I was like, well, what time does your production team start setting up? And he's like, well, service is at 9. The second team comes at 7. But the first team arrives at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, I'll be there 4:30. 5, sorry. It was like 5 a.m. Yeah, it was like 5 a.m. I forget the exact time. I was in Virginia visiting my friends so that I could plan on moving here last August. And I went to bed at midnight because I just could not fall. I can't fall asleep for midnight. I broadcast at 1 a.m. every day. I went to bed at midnight, woke up at 1:30 in the morning, and left, drove like 4 hours. Got there, and oh my goodness, it was information overload. But I was prepared. I came with a list of questions, sat the guy down. If you want to learn, if you want to grow, ask the right questions. Save yourself so much hassle, so much years of having to fail to learn how to do it the right way. Ask somebody who's failed already. Ask somebody who's got it, who's succeeding. Ask successful couples, how did you stay married so long? But you're not just surviving, you're actually thriving. How is your marriage so good? Give me some tips. What are you doing? Hey, your kids, you raised some great, amazing kids. They're in their 20s and 30s now. I've got a teenager who is like the craziest person on the planet. Teach me the way. Show me the secrets. How did you ask the right questions? Learn daily, learn daily. And here's my last tip, if I could say about what it takes to learn daily. Invest in other people. Invest in other people. And this is scary, right? How do you become a better leader? By being a leader. Knowledge, information is great, but nothing trumps experience. You're going to learn things simply by doing them. You want to learn how to be a better leader? Be a leader. Be a leader. Be someone whose life is worth following. And ask yourself, hey, am I a leader? If you want to know if you're a leader, turn around. Are people following you? I have so many people think, oh, yeah, man, I'm qualified, man. I'm such a great leader. Bro, I don't see anyone following you, homie. I actually see people running in the opposite direction. I don't know about you. But I don't want to be the kind of leader where people are walking the other direction. I want to be the kind of leader that's genuine, that people want to follow. But the reality is, right, you become a better leader by being a leader. How do you want to learn how to be a leader? Be a leader. Get active. Start leading people. Start loving people. Every single day, find ways in your life to learn. Leaders are obsessed with getting better. Leaders lead genuinely. They learn daily, but they also love deeply. This is crucial. This might be the most important thing I've talked about all day. Leaders love people. You ever had the kind of boss who you could tell they don't give a crap about you? They just don't. You're just a means to an end for them. You're just someone who can get the task done that they just don't feel like doing themselves. Those are not the kind of leaders who you want to follow, because you can tell this person doesn't care about me. This person does not care about my family, does not care about my well-being. This person, if they could, they would reduce my pay just to increase their own if they had the authority to do so. Leaders who love deeply create people who will trust them, people who want to follow them. It's just the reality. I believe this with all my heart. One of the most important things that a leader can do is love deeply. Why? Because it all stems from a genuine love. People who love, they are passionate about learning. They're passionate about being genuine. Why? Because they want to be the best version of themselves so they can help you be the best version of yourself. Leadership is about other people, man. It's about other people. If you're a leader only for yourself, people are not going to follow you. Because one, they can smell a phony from a mile away, and two, people don't want to follow selfish. They don't want to follow selfish leaders. They do not want to follow selfish leaders. There's a famous saying that goes like this: you could be a leader that has all the information in the world. Remember that whole thing about character versus talent? You may have gotten to a certain high rank position because you know so much. You're the best football player in your team, so you're the coach, whatever it may be. You could have all the information. You could know so much, but people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's just a reality. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Are you willing to love people around you? Are you willing to love people around you? What does it look like? That means caring about people, not just as someone who can complete a task. They're not just a person who can take something off your plate, right? Leaders, what does a businessman do? When he's got a business and his business grows to a point where there's so many responsibilities, he can't do it himself, he hires someone. He hires someone. But you can tell when a leader hired you and all they care about is, hey, make my life easier, or hey, man, how can I make your life better? That's the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss wants you to make his life easier. A leader wants to make your life better. That is absolutely crucial. A boss wants you to make his life easier. A leader wants to make your life better. It's just the reality. They want to influence. They want to invest in you. They're not just a task doer. They're not just a, hey, take this off my plate. They're a real life person with dreams, aspirations, and potential. And it is our job as leaders to pull that potential out of people, to help them get better, to help them grow, to help them be the best version of themselves. You gotta love people. You gotta be genuinely interested, right? Ask them how's their family doing. Ask them how their kids are doing. Don't just ask them business-related questions. Ask them personal questions. Take time to invest in their lives. This is something that I'm trying to get better at. The people that are part of our teams, checking in on them. Hey, how's life going, man? How you doing? Not, hey, how's that project coming? But hey, man, hey, man, how are you doing? Like, how's life, man? Like, how's the stress of work going? How's the stress of ministry? How's your wife doing? Bro, you just had a new baby. Congratulations, man. And taking time to invest in them as an individual. But when you truly, truly care about someone, you will invest in someone not just because it has a return for you. Here's what I mean. Perfect example. Unworthy Seraph. I do my best to invest in Unworthy Seraph in many, many different ways. And he greatly appreciates it. And there's many ways where I feel like I could be doing a better job. But I invest in Unworthy Seraph because he's a person worth investing in. Not just because it's better for me. The reality is there's obviously repercussions that benefit me, right? The more that I invest in Unworthy Seraph, the better the God Squad gets, right? Because he's leading my people, right? He's leading our people. He's making the better that I help him make better videos by investing in him, helping him find training, sending him resources. Our whole team is going to a leadership training in North Carolina called Inside of Elevation, March 13th to 14th, right? Something that we made possible for all of them, right? I'm investing in them. That's my part as a leader. But I'm not just investing in them because it makes my life better. I don't just invest in Unworthy Seraph because then if he gets better, then my videos get better. That's selfish leadership. I say this to him all the time. Seraph, it would be my honor. It would be my honor. I'd be heartbroken, but it'd be my honor if 10 years from now, unfortunately, you had to go, God called you to a different area of life. You went to do something, you went to the next step and you weren't part of the God Squad anymore. It would be my honor for you to be able to say that, you know what, I'm better because I was a part of the God Squad. That I'm a better media person, I'm a better leader, I'm a better person because I was a part of the God Squad, because I served under your leadership. And that would be gold, man. That would be gold for me. There's so many leaders nowadays that only want to invest in you because it will benefit them. You ever put in like your 2 weeks notice somewhere? Maybe your boss maybe he was intentional to invest in you. Then you put in your 2 weeks notice. All right. You getting better will no longer benefit me. I'm done with you. 2 weeks from now, you're out of my hair. Never going to think about you. Never going to care about you again. So I'm done with you. So many leaders do this nowadays. The moment they know that you're thinking about leaving, the moment they know that you're moving on to the next thing, they're done. They have checked out of you mentally. Leaders love deeply, which means they don't love you because it benefits themselves. They love you because they love you. They love you because they love you. They appreciate you because they want you to be appreciated. They don't just appreciate you so that you will like them better. They don't just appreciate you because, well, if I appreciate this person, then they'll do their job better. If I know that they're valued, then they'll do their job. No. I appreciate you because I appreciate you. Because leaders love deeply. Leaders love deeply. And that's the reality. That people will always, always, always follow a leader. Would always rather follow a leader who they know cares for them than one they know that doesn't. It's simple math. It's simple math. And this is where we need God to help us. This is where we need God to help us. To show appreciation. To love others. To be intentional. My wife and I served under a leader one time who was intentional to show appreciation, but if I'll be honest, in a really ineffective way. This person, the pastor, would always come to me and be like, "Hey, man, your wife did a great job," but would never relay that information, like in small talk, but would never relay that actually to my wife, right? Would never actually relay that to my wife. The reality is, if you feel appreciation, show appreciation. If you think it, say it. It's a great marriage tip. If you think your wife just cooked a bomb meal, tell your wife. If you think your wife is an incredible mother, tell your wife. If you think your wife is an incredible businesswoman, tell her. Don't just think these things. Share them. Don't hold back information. Don't hold back the opportunity. Don't rob your coworker, boss, follower, spouse, child an opportunity of receiving love and appreciation. And this pastor would always be like, hey, your wife did a great job. And then they wouldn't tell them. And I would relay the information to my wife, but it's not the same at that point. It's not the same. I really wish that guy would have told me that himself. It's not the same. Love people. Go out of your way to serve them. I really believe it. I really, really believe it. That the best leaders, they lead genuinely. They're themselves. They are themselves. Remember, Craig Rochelle says it. Be yourself. Why? Because people would rather follow a leader who's always real than one who's always right. They're learning daily. They're obsessed with getting better. Why? Because they want to fulfill the goal of helping others become better. But also, they love their people. These are the three things I want you to take away today in our beginning of this series. What does it mean to be a leader? That leaders, what do? They lead genuinely, they learn daily, and they love deeply. They lead genuinely. They're themselves. They learn daily. They want to learn more so they can teach more. And they love deeply because they genuinely care about their people. This is who Jesus was. Jesus had so many people that did not believe in him, but also so many people that genuinely, crowds flocked when he came around. Why? Because people know that he genuinely loved them. He loved them. Friends, I promise you, if you will begin taking these principles in your life, you'll begin to grow. And I don't mean just a leader who has a position. I mean just as being someone whose life is worth following. If you'll be genuine, if you'll be obsessed with getting better, and you will love those around you, people will want to follow you. You'll be a leader even if you don't want to. People will follow you. People will want to serve under you. People will want to learn from your example. I encourage every single one of you, if you and I will be intentional about growing as individuals and learning leadership, we can make a difference in the gaming community. We can make a difference together in the gaming community. So hope you guys have been encouraged. Hope you guys have been blessed for our very first time together in our new series called Learning Leadership. Remember, every single Monday starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern and again at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you're going to be watching, if some of you guys are like, man, I just tuned in, missed the whole thing, come back again tonight. Going to be the same teaching for those of our community that are only nighttime viewers. Maybe they work during the day. Then they can come back and watch it tonight. Every single Monday, going to be bringing different tips that I've learned and things that I'm learning. Remember, I'm learning daily so that I can teach weekly, right? The reality is next Monday, I've got to have something prepared. And honestly, makes me a little bit nervous. I'm like, yo, Susie, yeah, today wasn't too bad. But what about next week? What about next week? The reality is, if I will take my own advice and I'm learning 30, 35, 40 minutes a day, then I'll have plenty of material by next Monday to teach. And that is going to keep me accountable. That if I'm going to keep on teaching every week, I got to keep on learning every day. It's just the reality. But guys, I hope you guys are blessed by this. If you're new to the channel, make sure to slap that follow button. We'd love to get you plugged in the community. I am a full-time streamer, also a real-life pastor of the world's first gamer church online on Twitch. I'll put that link in the chat for you. Encourage you, go drop a follow on that channel, twitch.tv/GodSquad Church. Live giveaways. We do montages from you guys, the community, every single week. Super encouraging message. We're right now actually in the middle of a series called Class Selection, helping you find your position to reach your potential. It's really been a huge blessing. This week, part number 2, we're continuing, and I think you're gonna love it. We're gonna have some ways for you guys to get involved and get plugged in. If you guys didn't get a chance to check next week, check back on our YouTube channel, God Squad Gaming. You can check that video. But if you didn't hear anything about it, we gotta check this out.
With so many unique classes to choose from in gaming, it's easy to look at the options and find one that's just right for your playstyle. That's what makes gaming so great. We can be exactly who we want to be, and if we decide we don't like it, we try something else. But finding that perfect fit for our real lives can often be frustrating. It feels like we don't fit in anywhere. Just like that favorite class in our favorite game, everyone has a place in life that fits their strengths and who they are.
Telling you, you're going to want to be there. This Saturday night, first of all, Unworthy Seraph made that video. It's his best work yet. So good. But hey, I hope you guys are blessed by our first time of learning leadership. Remember, every single week, Rip Microphone every single Monday. Hope you guys loved it. Do me a favor. I'd like some feedback. I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to clean up these notes a little bit for you so that you guys can, I'm going to send those to you guys right now. Just got to make a few corrections to make this easier to understand for you. But I think you guys this will make sense to you. The notes, I'm going to try to make them every single week so that you guys can get them. And I'll put the link. I might even be able to do a Nightbot command. That actually might work pretty well. But this link right here, let me get a shareable link. And yes, anyone can view. Go ahead. So if you guys want that link to my notes right there, go ahead and check that out. I just made it public for you guys. Hope you guys will be blessed by that. That's our teaching for today, and I'll have one more next Monday. Tomorrow, guys, we are doing our Testimony Tuesdays. If you guys didn't hear about our new daily content, we got different and daily content going on every single day in the stream. Gonna be absolutely legit. Tonight we got Learning Leadership again. Same material for those that weren't able to catch it today. And tomorrow we got Testimony Tuesdays. Normally what we're gonna be doing is you guys are gonna be sending in letters to the PO box, emails, all this kind of stuff, sharing about either just great stories of what this stream and this ministry at God Squad Church has done in your life, or maybe honestly just some awesome testimonies of what God's doing so we can show off how epic he is. Wanted to start off tomorrow, share a little bit about the history and all the amazing, miracles of what God has done to start this ministry. I've shared this once before in detail, the entire thing. I think I did it on a 1-year anniversary of God Squad Church. But a lot of our community has grown since then, so I want to do it again tomorrow, kicking off our Testimony Tuesdays. Then tomorrow, I will reveal to you guys the P.O. Box where you can send those letters, just letters and stories of what God's doing in your life, either through this ministry or just in general. Love, and I'll be reading them on stream the following Tuesday. Then Tuesday night, we got Wild Church. Wednesday, we got our mystery box giveaways that we do every single week. We got stuff galore, baby. We got stuff galore. And then Thursdays, stories of the week, man. Stories of Tuesday. Then on Fridays, for those of you guys that are new, we're bringing back something I used to do a little while ago. I got to get this video remade because it does say Mondays, but it's actually going to be Fridays. Something called Real Talk, giving real people an opportunity to ask real questions and get real answers. Check it out. Why didn't that work? There we go. Was a bit of mashed potatoes there at the beginning. I'm testing out a new streaming program called Streamlabs OBS, and that's one thing I didn't like right there. But we're learning, so I do apologize if there's any bugs going on today. It's because of the new program. But, you have to request access? Let me try this again. Copy link, anyone can... Oh, here we go. Gotcha, okay. Forgive me, I changed the permission thing. There we go. There is that link right there. There's a link right there. One last announcement for every single one of you. Don't forget, my wife is going... Oh, I had so many of you guys just... I literally just got 20 emails requesting access. I'm so sorry, guys. Get that second link and it'll be a lot better for you. Don't forget, tonight, 8 p.m., my wife is relaunching her stream. If you guys don't know, my wife is just an incredible singer. I'll show you guys a little bit of a preview so get a feel for kind of what she's like. She is a phenomenal musician. My wife has written, recorded music professionally, traveled, honestly. I don't brag on myself, but I brag on my wife. She has led worship and sang literally in front of thousands of people. And she's a legend. She's a beast. Like, she's no joke. She's pretty much a professional. I'm just gonna throw that out there, okay? I like to show off my wife. She won't ever say those things about herself, but I'll say them about her. All day, day. So I want to let me show you guys a little bit of a preview from her because she is insane. I will be honest, my wife is very humble and she is very nervous. So if you guys wouldn't mind, at 8 p.m., I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be there. You can see how many people are looking at the dock. Really? Where does it show? Oh, I see it. That's hilarious. Wow. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm going to link my wife's channel in the chat right now. If you guys could, do me a favor. Even if it's for me, go drop her a follow on Twitch. Turn on the notifications. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 4.5 hours from right now. She is going live again, and I want to encourage you guys, go check her out. Go check out the content. It's going to be incredible. I'll be in the chat, just sitting, kind of hanging out, because I want to support my wife in any way that I can. I'm going to be hosting her channel, so please do me a favor. Go check out the stream tonight. It would really mean so much to me. It would mean so much to her, because she is just she's a next level champ. I'll show you a little bit of her one of her songs right now, so you guys can get a little bit of a feel of kind of what her content's going to be like. She's going to be doing Song Quest. Here's a list of music that you guys can actually request and be able to see, and then you guys can kind of check that out. But let me show you a little bit of her singing, because she's just she's a next level legend. Yeah, this new OBS program, it's a little weird, but it's really good at the same time. Let me show this real quick. So here's my wife singing just a little bit, just so you guys know. Get a little preview. I'm bad for that bad link.
Mary, did you know
There we go.
your baby boy is Lord of all creation?
That's her singing a Christmas song. This is really the one you go, I don't know. This was our old band. There's no video.
You touch me, I received my sight. I believe now, you're Jesus Christ. You're Jesus Christ. I believe in you. I believe in you. I was lost, confused, now I believe you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Get the build.
The chains are off my feet. The Lord has set me free.
So good. So good. Guys, check her out. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Gonna be insane in the membrane. Appreciate you guys. You guys are beautiful. We got a little bit left of on the stream. Gonna go back to the Fortnite. Definitely hang around. Gonna be incredible. Gonna be incredible. So guys, do me a favor if you could. If you could, go check out her channel. Drop her a follow. Turn the notifications on. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I can't thank you guys enough, because I know a lot of you guys are actually looking forward to her stream, and that means so much, because she genuinely is nervous. She really genuinely is nervous. So the fact that you guys are excited and looking forward to it really makes her feel a lot better. Amazing. I just remember that I had a shot later today, and that it's just not aching a little. It's not. Oh, it's just now aching. Oh, bro, shots are rough. What kind of shot was it, dude? Sorry to hear that, man. But hopefully it's a shot that was actually good for you. I dig that. I dig that, yeah. All right, let's go Rexabeel, man. Woo! Oh, Jacoby, man. I just found out how to put notifications on, and I put them on for you. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, put those on for her. Put them on for the wife ski. She's a legend. All right, I'm going to try a new feature of this new OBS program, and I'm going to change it to Fortnite. Change the game, and then change it. Pastor playing Fortnite. Pastor playing Fortnite. And then learning leadership. 10:30 p.m. East. Oh wait. Yeah, I'll do that. Sweet, man. Here we go. All right, friends. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Genuine opinion. Could you whisper me your feedback on today's learning leadership? Could you do me a favor? You don't need to say it publicly in the chat, but if you could you whisper me your feedback? Any ideas for improvement? Did you think it was too long? What do you think of the content? Let me know. if you could whisper me genuine feedback, I would really, really, really appreciate that, because I want to know how I can make it even better. Obviously, this week was just week number 1, and but I would definitely like to know how can we make it better? How can we make it better, man? This was cool. My church is sending my wife and I are going to a leadership retreat all day Saturday. We're pretty pumped for it. Fire Pit Hook, man. It is awesome that your church, like I said, is investing in its people. I love it, dude. What's the name of the leadership thing, bro? So other than the new map, what else has changed in the new Fortnite update? Not much, to be honest. Really, the only other big change is temporarily no no team fire. Can't shoot your teammates. Hold the phone. We got Allerin the Sage coming in hot with that fantastic follow. Thank you so much. I want to welcome you, my friend, to the God Squad. Absolutely incredible having the stream. Guys, you know the drill. Spam the hype, spam the welcome, and the love. We are absolutely honored and privileged to have you in the stream. Hope you feel awesome today. I want to let you know, here's a pastor in the gaming community. I want you to know that you are more loved and valued than you could ever imagine. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you're ever looking for a great place to get plugged in, build some new friendships, please, please, please join our Discord. It is the place to be, my friend. It's the place to be. You're really going to love it. You're going to be super encouraged. Oh, my goodness. 2 chests. Are you... Lord save me. Are you for real right now? Loots for days, bro. Loots for days. Guys, this is beautiful. Get this crap out of here. And there was another one. Pretty sure. Oh, my goodness. Yo, we also got Shedrock coming in hot. Is this another chest? Oh, it's right up there. It's right up there. Shedrock coming to that follow. I want to welcome you, my friend, to the God Squad. Absolutely incredible. Same goes to both of you. I want you guys to know, believe it or not, I'm a pastor in the gaming community, and I will never, ever in a million years force my faith down your throat. But I do want you to know from the bottom of my heart that both of you are more loved and valued than you could ever imagine. I want you to know that God loves you, He cares about you, and He has an incredible plan and purpose for your life. But don't fear. Maybe you're like, dude, I don't know if I believe in God. I don't know if I want to stick around. I promise you, you do not need to believe in order to belong in our community. We're not here to force you. We respect you. We love you. Just want you to know that you're loved today. Oh, baby. Literally. We just want you to know you're loved today, man. Awesome to have you guys here. Yo, Chedrock, are you a Christian streamer as well? That's legit. That's legit. So, Brutal Necessity, thank you for that tip. The reason that I do my, my giveaways and all my content in the middle of my stream is, here's a tip for streamers. You never want to do the content at the, oh my goodness, for days. At the beginning of your stream, because people barely have an opportunity to tune in by the beginning of the stream. But I normally don't do it at the end because, so for example, for my European viewers, if I did my giveaway at like 4:30, it's too late. They've already left by then. If I do my giveaway at the end of my nighttime stream, also again, it's too late. They've already left by then because it's like, could be 1 o'clock in the morning for if they're in the Eastern time zone, could be midnight. And so the middle, I have found through experience, is really the sweet spot because it's people have enough time to tune in and realize that it's happening, but it's also too late that they're like, man, I gotta leave. I can't wait for it. So that I actually really like. I like doing mine right in the middle. Right in the middle. Oh, snap. Oh, baby. Okay, there's that. I see the feedback coming in, the whispers. Keep them coming. I really, really, really appreciate that so much. I'm not going to read them right now, but I will read them on my own time later. We'll kind of glance through them as I'm streaming. But thank you guys so much for being willing to send those in because I want to get better. I want to get better, and I want to make these the best that I can for you guys so that I can keep on producing the best possible content for all of you. It's this thing. It must be on the roof. It must be on the roof. Come on. It must be on the roof. There it is. Rockets for days. Okay, I'm in the safe zone. We're good, man. Oh, we got a scope drop in here. Which is good. Alright, so I'm actually... Oh, I'm a noob, but I just suck with the scoped, so I'm going to change it out. Nate Bauer, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the scrummage. Oh, man, what to take, dude? I'd rather have the shield. Come on. Not doing too bad right now. We're in the safe zone, and we landed where, like, nobody else is, so we're actually not doing too bad right now. I'd prefer more action, but I'll take what I can get, my friends. Come on. Oh, the boogie bomb. Oh, my goodness. I have so much now. Oh, dude. What the drop for that, man? Honestly, I think I'd rather drop this. Thank you. I forgot how far the shotgun spread is. What you got, bro? What you got, bro? Oh, dude, a sniper over a boogie bomb. Okay, first of all, blue shotgun I want. Take the bricks. You know what? There we go. I'll use the armor and keep both those. Look around. If you're not going to cover yourself, make sure you're looking around like crazy when you're doing this. Sniper. Okay. Make sure my guns are reloaded. Keep on getting more mats. Let's go, son. Okay, he looted that. Let's make it happen, bro. So Discord it's pretty much just a voice chatting program where you can go in and chat, but it's got so much more than that. There's text chatting, like people go in there, they share pictures of like their real life, so people can really sense a deeper feel of like IRL community. Discord is honestly probably the biggest part of where our community is actually doing life together. It's incredible. It's incredible, man. Incredible. And honestly, like, if you want to feel a part of the God Squad, the Discord is the best way to do so. Hands down the best way to do so. And definitely want to encourage you to get plugged in, dude. I mean, we're still in the safe zone. We want to get some fights going on, but... Oh, thank you for the rockets. Gladly take those. Not doing too bad on loot right now. Checking these fenced-in areas. Sometimes there's good stuff in here. Traps, nice, nice, nice. And I'm loving this new mouse pad, guys. HyperX extended mouse pad. So good, so good. I appreciate it, guys. Keep the feedback coming in the whispers. I see them coming in. Like I said, I will have a chance to go through them a little bit later. But I just appreciate them so much, guys. I really do. Oh, baby. Why didn't I take the silenced pistol? Because I didn't prefer it over anything that I'm already using. Everything I'm using right now, I would prefer to have rather than the silenced pistol. I got my shotgun, got my AR, which is just so deathly accurate. I got a sniper for long range and just for, quick snipes. Then I've also got my rocket and my boogie bomb. So it wasn't better than, at least, I don't know if I want to use the better, but it wasn't preferentially better than anything I currently have already. Check it for traps. Ooh, here, chest, nice. Alright, I'm gonna go from the outside. You know what? It's gonna be up there. Oh, come on, the stupid tree. I didn't want to break the floor that it was on. It wasn't even worth it, dude. Like nothing in here. You gotta be careful, because people could be coming. I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna look towards Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers is in the safe zone. And a lot of people like to control high ground in it. Oh, golden pistol now? No, I still don't want it. Just everything I have. If I didn't have the boogie bomb, I would take it for sure. 100%. Is it what? This is a chest just right here? It's pretty amazing. Okay, there's been people in this house right here. Make myself a little bit of cover. And I kind of just chill here for a little bit. Try to land some snipes on. Maybe some people in Tilted Towers. Keep moving until I don't get sniped. I could be having people coming from over here as well. Oh, heard a shot. Sounded like it came from Retail Row where I came from. I mean, Greasy Grove, that's where it sounded like. Where you at, homie? Dude, we're both dancing at least. But I've got one more that he won't have. There we go. Woo! Let's go, baby. And he's got a full shield, too. Which I like. Let's go. And then I can pick that back up. Oh, no, because he's got two. I didn't realize it was two. But I got to be careful. So I'm going to get snuck up on again. People keep trying to sneak up on me, man. I don't even know if I want to stay here anymore because of it. Let's go. Yo, huge. How you doing, man? Good to see you, big guy. I mean, if I am, I think I might want to. Break these down so people can't just use them. They would. Man, I stood still. I stood still way too long there. Get this tree out of my sight. Come on. Is that a rocket coming at me? No, that was just a... I do see that. Honestly, I kind of want to go contest that, dude. I'll keep that for myself. That was not what I meant to do. Not even worth, to be honest. Wasn't worth all these materials. There was nothing even good in it. Yo, guy right behind you. How do they not see each other, dude? Go loot his body, please. Stop moving for 2 seconds. Stop moving for 2 seconds. I'm tunnel visioning, though. I can't see it all. Oh, snap. No! Okay, I need to get back up there for that med pack now. Oh, the bad plays. The bad plays. I see that base right there. Okay, I'm not in the safe zone right now. Oh, I see you. Wish I had a jump pad right now. That guy would be getting deuced on. But he was the, that was where the sniper came from. What's the back play? Because I gotta go down. I know he sees me. Whoo! Almost messed that up. Come on. 5 remain. That guy's got a big advantage, though. Because of where he is. I'm pretty sure I just heard. I heard the trap. That was why I knew. Nope, don't want to do that. Dang it, I can't believe I did that. Come on. Why aren't you working for me? There we go. Come on. Oh, bro, I just saw you. Is he gonna die from that? Okay, I'm not in the safe zone. Oh my goodness, I suck at jumping right now. Get out of my face. Come on. Come on. This will be my third win if I win this game. I try to trap. You can't sneak up behind me. Where you at, dude? Whoa! I did not mean to jump! He just got that. Oh, and then he fell back down. Whoo! Ladies and gentlemen, almost had that. Come on. I'm low. I'm low. I'm so low on health too. One snipe and I'm dead. But I'm in the safe zone. He's gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to go closer to there. Bro, where are you guys? Dude, they are inside that 100%. Where, dude? Where? Where? The window! No, it wasn't even the same guy. It wasn't even the same guy. Dang it, bro. There's too many. I know there was. He was right at the way bottom. But see, I don't like these tilted towers ones. These tilted tower ending, which by the way, since the update, they have just had like so many games. I feel like almost every game ends here. Almost every game literally almost ends here. But there's just too many places to hide. It ends up being a hide off, and it doesn't even end up being a. It doesn't even end up being like a like a skill based fight. It just ends up all right. Who's gonna like crouch around a corner and then like shoot a bullet? You know what I mean? Like I wanna engage in some high active fights, bruh. What I do, man? Hey, J-Cat, how you doing? We're good to see you, man. Yeah, I've only got 2 wins. But I've been studying the game and practicing a lot. I told you guys in 2018. I was going to focus a lot on gameplay, trying to give you guys some better content. And the reality is, the past 3 years that I've taken to invest in people and really create the culture for